Coach, and this is Madden 20 decade. Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions, Wisconsin. Standing by for the call from
Open way back in 1957. We are inside legend. Green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football. So are they as the Packers get set. From up top, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. And Charles, an NFC North matchup here, the so-called black and blue division.
Atta baby, show that age.
It's going to be a battle in 2019 as well. Who do you like out of this division?
Well, Chicago is a defending champion, and they play defense as well as anyone in the league, so you have to like their chances to repeat. Minnesota thought they were going to run the division, had a rough year. That's not normal Vikings football. They'll get back into the fray. Green Bay had such an underwhelming season last year. They changed coaches, but they still have number 12 throwing the football. And Detroit, they're on a crusade to eliminate bad football and get back to being the Lions that roar.
The Lions offense and Matthew Stafford ready to go here. Stafford still a solid at last year's mark of 6-10, the worst since 2012 for the Lions. Stafford on first down. And his first look is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up second down. And now the offense for Detroit.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Ty Johnson, rookie 6th-rounder from Maryland. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Safety Adrian Amos was a free agent in 2018, and division rival Green Bay took note and brought him to Wisconsin to patrol the center of their defense and also drop down near the line of scrimmage and make some big-time plays in the running game.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Here come the Packers. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers. His crew at 7-2 after weeks to Los Angeles, and that was out west. Now, you know, if you go back to the early part of the decade, Aaron Rodgers needed to use a silent.
Remember, that's coming off that huge win at Kansas City. Another place hard to win because of the crowd. I wonder if maybe it was just a little bit too much, right? Maybe there was a letdown. The Chargers struggling. Remember, they had fired their offensive coordinator that very week. I wonder if the Packers just thought to themselves, we'll be okay out west with this one. And, boy, did they get surprised.
Aaron Rodgers, 161 yards and 1 touchdown. But, you know, coming off the field after the game, he said that was a good slice of humble pie, that 26-11 loss.
Didn't go down easy, though.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And now the offensive starters for the Packers.
Durable and dependable, but also elite is left tackle David Bakhtiari. He's only missed 6 games in his NFL career. Blindside, and he does it so well. In 2018, named first-team All-Pro for the first time in his career.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion of Valdez-Scantling. 12 yards there and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, get you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. And now the Lions defensive starters.
As the Detroit Lions continue to rebuild their defense, they were so excited about the opportunity to acquire defensive end Trey Flowers from New England, who always put on big performances in the playoffs and in Super Bowls. And now the Lions looking forward to seeing that game in and game out. 7.5 sacks is his career high. They'd love to see that number get to double digits.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now Jones. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.